things that I do because I am mostly working by myself. Now, a lot of you might, like me, watch Homestead Rescue, and those guys go in a week, they build an entire farm. You know, and we're on day 3 of this barn build, and it's not finished yet. Well, how come they can do that and I can't? Well, first off, there's more than one of them. Second off, they're not having to do any of their normal shit.
Yes.
Their entire job for that week that they're there is working on that person's crap. They're not having to take care of their mom and the garden and the goats and the chickens and every other thing that goes wrong on a farm. So it doesn't take them as long. Doesn't mean what they do isn't spectacular and that I don't learn a lot from them, but I also spend a lot of time cussing at them because I don't think they know what they're doing. So what I'm doing right now is what I do so that I can measure stuff, because again, I'm dyslexic. Measuring angles, figuring out angles, screw that geometry bullshit. I don't know how to do it and I'm not going to pretend. Besides which, I can get a better mark by marking it. Okay, so what I'm having to do is, in order to get these pieces in, I'm going to hold them up there and mark them. Well, I can't hold them up there and mark them by myself. And even with Lynn's help, it's still kind of precarious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up there, hold the board up there in place, and mark the back side of it and have the angles exactly where I want them. Instead of guessing. Because, again, not real good at that. Not my strong suit.
So this is going to be a side rafter, and she's only got one more of those uprights to cut off.
Yeah, I've only got one of them to cut off. But I kind of wish, like I said, I kind of wish now that I hadn't done them at all that way, because I forgot how much fun it is to stand on a ladder and use a chainsaw.
But you've been reminded.
I have been reminded, and so now I'm like, yeah, it would have been easier to just mark the fucking posts and cut them before I had to stand on my toes and, you know, hold my breath just right and shit. Okay, so I'm just going to take this, lay it up there.
On that piece that's temporary.
It's temporary, yeah.
And then
Now I'm going to get my mark.
you hold that right where you want it and mark it on the inside against
And now
the...
my wife's going to mark the bottom edge
Yes, she is.
with my pencil while I hold it in place.
And I'm marking on the inside too, and I'm probably not showing you that.
There you go, you got it.
Oh, beautiful shot of your ass.
Oh, are you taking a picture of my ass?
Yes.
Oh, jeez, woman. Damn it, Lynn.
Okay.
Why? Why?
Okay, I'm going to cut this off.
No, go ahead.
And this would be what she doesn't want to have to do again. Hanging by her toes on a ladder, running a chainsaw. Thank God it is battery operated this time. Anyway, it works though.
This is for younger people with stronger arms. All right, so the way I do pole construction, I'm using as many poles in this as I am 2x4s. In fact, slightly more poles. So what you're looking for is you're looking for flat surfaces on which to do your siding and stuff. Siding and your spanners on the roof, your tie downs on the roof. You want it to be as smooth as possible. So what you do is you put the outside log, and then, you put the 2x4s on the outside of the log. Then you have the rough surfaces on the inside, but this whole wall is smooth. So therefore you can put the nailers on. This is why I put a 2x4 up here, even though the rest of the rafters are going to be poles. And the reason why I don't have the rafters hanging over, why I have them between two 2x4s, is because otherwise you would have to notch each log to make sure that it went the right depth, so that you didn't have spanners that looked like that.
Yeah.
Okay? So you want your tie downs to lay as flat as possible. So what you're going to do is you're going to put those in between. Now the top part's pretty flat. So that's why I'm doing it that way. So just so you know. So that's what what you're doing. When I put siding on the inside of this, I will put it between the logs on the 2x4s. So you'll still be able to see the logs, which will look really cool.
Yep.
And you'll still have nice flat stuff, and you won't have like you would if you were doing it with logs.
That makes sense.
And that's what it is. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're on.
All right. So all the rafters are in.
That's the last one.
And now I've got just a bunch of little odds and ends things. I've got to throw a bunch. I'm going to start scabbing the outside with siding and tin and stuff after I get all the rest of the cross bracing and all the frames for the windows in. That's what I'm mostly going to work on today, is framing the windows out and starting to put up siding. So probably going to start putting the siding on the front. That's probably going to be, it's like the rest of it's just going to take time. I know.
Okay, real quick, I want to make sure you can see everything that she's done so far. I know she just talked about it, but I don't think I really got a good picture of the building so far.
Don't trip over all those cords.
Yeah, I'll do my best. You can see the rafters. And then she's going to put the cross pieces at a 45-degree angle across them, creating a flat surface to nail to with the tin. Anyway, it's going to be awesome.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Okay, so it's the end of the day of 3 of the barn build. I got the window in part of the front wall up. The front wall is going to be cedar. The side walls and back walls are going to be the old tin that I took off the old barn.
Right.
That should give us nice, good, strong walls. And then the part that we have to look at will look nice. So
Well,
right
and
now I'm just kind of cleaning these windows off. When I get completely done, I'll take the pressure washer and wash everything. All the old wood and everything. So, but for right now, I was just tired of looking at the dirt on there. I'm getting ready to quit for the day. I had to go get my table saw and a bunch of other stuff, and I'll hit it again tomorrow. So far, I'm pretty happy with the construction idea, with the not setting the corner posts in cement.
Yet?
And going
Yeah.
They're all going to get. Maybe I can show you what I'm going to do now that I've got the tin up. Now on the front, I will run something down for a front form that'll be out even with the siding. But on the inside, as you can see, the hole is still there. All our posts are monumentally and surprisingly completely level, so that's pretty fucking amazing.
Yes.
And the building is square, which isn't
Whoa.
amazing because we used the giant square.
There you go.
Okay, so as you can see, the hole is there. This will form the outside frame for my pour when I go to pour the concrete. I will run something from that one, which is a bigger post and sticks out farther, to that one, which is a bigger post that sticks out further.
Right.
And I will pour that, and then I'll slant it up to the top of that 2x4 so that if they pee on it and shit, it'll run off.
Yeah, cool.
Come down
Great.
here. When it gets dry, I'll peel that, whatever I use for a form. I don't know what I'm going to use. I never knew until I do it. When whatever I use for a form, I'll peel off. And that should have our posts all completely surrounded with concrete. And the corner posts should be connected to the foundation. The cement should go all the way to the bottom of the hole. It should make a nice. But meanwhile, this was the easiest time I've ever had leveling a pole barn.
Yeah.
So it's a good technique and it works.
Yay.
So yeah, you're welcome to steal it from me. But please send me money. Lots and lots of fucking money.
Watch and have other people watch and subscribe so we can start making money on this.
Send me money. Lots and lots and lots of money. Of course, if you had money, you wouldn't be watching this shit. You'd be watching why I have $1 million and you don't. Everybody's favorite television show. That's it. I got nothing else to do.
Okay,
I'm
well, say
kinda
goodbye.
tired. Bye.